For the audience who don't know why the Yorkshire Derby is so important, can you explain it to us?
Yeah, we have 6 massive games in this league. We're in the middle of the country, and there's a bunch of teams that are right on our doorstep. And Bradford is a particularly fierce derby for us. So to start the season with a local derby is incredible, and just builds on the positive momentum of how we finished last season and the great things that have been going on at this football club over the summertime.
David, positive momentum from last season, that's an absolute understatement, isn't it? I've never seen anything like it in my life. That last game of the season, at home to West Brom, you do the countdown on how many points you're going to be docked next season, live on the pitch. You all know you're already relegated, you know that. And when it gets to 0, Hillsborough just erupts and the crowd are euphoric. You then win the game and you finish on level points. So I was trying to explain to a friend of mine the other night, an American guy. I said, this club, they've gone down, they've got 0 points, they're starting again. And they're so happy. And he said, what do you mean? It's the worst season ever. I said, no, the detested previous ownership compared to the new positivity that is around the club is like night and day. Am I right in saying that?
I don't think there's a story like it in football. A team that finished the season on 0 points and then celebrated that, but then celebrated the fact they're starting the next season on 0 points when it was thought they were going to be starting on -15. I think the feel-good factor around this football club is completely off the charts, as you mentioned. You know, we've got new American owners in David Storch, Michael Storch and Tom Costin. And I think just that flip from the last regime to the new regime, and just the feeling of what this club can become, because it is a brilliant club. I mean, it's so historic, 159-year-old, traditions, legacy, success on and off the pitch, great players. The ingredients of this club are as good as anything that you might see in English football. Our job now is to put it together the right way so we can compete both on and off the pitch and take advantage of this positive sentiment. I think another proof point of what's gone on over the summer as well is we've sold just under 25,000 season tickets, which is a record for this football club and very close to being a record in League One. So we're going to be back tonight. I think there's going to be over 33,000 in the building, which is it's Premier League attendances right there. So we're really excited about tonight's game.
Now, David, it's kind of a full circle moment for you to be back with Sheffield Wednesday, because you were a goalkeeper growing up. You said Sheffield Wednesday is actually the first team that scouted you, and you got to do some training with them. So very full circle for you. So how did you come to be involved with them now, back again as their CEO?
So I worked in America for a long, long time. I was in Major League Soccer, where I was a chief marketing officer. So had a great start to my football career, almost 14 years out stateside. And then I've worked for the last 3 years at Sunderland, and the last year in the Premier League with Sunderland. And then that journey came to an end, and I got to know the new ownership group at Wednesday. And the way that they're thinking about the game, the way that they're thinking about this club as a community asset, the way that they want to put the fan at the heart of everything that they do resonated really deeply with me. I think they liked what I was all about and the type of club that I want to build. And we joined forces, and I think we've been at it for about 108 days now, which is no time at all. And in that time, we talk around these corridors of almost doing 15 years worth of work in 3 months. Such has been the change program over the summer. Considerable amount of money's been spent on the stadium and the training ground. We started the summer with 4 professional players, so the recruitment drive and the activity in the transfer market has been significant. And I've mentioned some of the commercial activity earlier, the fact that we hadn't sold 1 season ticket as we ticked into May, and now we're sitting on just under 25,000. So it's really incredible how the fans have started to gravitate towards what the future of Wednesday could look like.
David, talk about the feel-good factor. Talk to me about 2 individuals. The coach, he could easily have gone when Danny Roll left, when he went to Rangers. His assistant could easily have left, but he stayed, saw the project through. And let's be honest, he was there at a time where he didn't even know if he had 11 players to pick on the Saturday. So it was incredible what he stuck it out. And also bringing back Barry Bannon to the club after his stint at Millwall. Talk to me about both of those people and how important they are to the club right now.
Yeah, the restrictions on this football club last year meant the manager was completely hamstrung in everything that he did. And I think just getting a bunch of lads on the pitch, it was mostly a bunch of under-21s who were playing based on restrictions, based on transfer limitations. A lot of players left. The manager kept the tone and the positivity around this place. He's such a great human with wonderful characteristics rather. He was able to kind of keep the team together to get to 0 points, which sounds like a crazy thing to want to celebrate, but as we mentioned earlier, we did do that. And we've popped into this year by giving him the tools and the assets to be successful. Henrik's a great guy, a great coach. He's got a brilliant dressing room. He's fostering a really positive culture, a culture that we want to be defined by winning and playing in a Sheffield Wednesday way. And I don't think there's a man who kind of better depicts that than someone like Barry Bannon. And I think it was devastating for the fan base here when Barry left. We're thrilled he was able to come back. And yeah, looking forward to seeing how he gets the team going tonight.
Speaking of possible arrivals, as you know, goals pay the rent. Jamie Vardy's name has been mentioned. And I'm also going to throw another one at you. Available and free, local lad, EFL legend, Sheffield United legend, Billy Sharp. What's the possibility of either ending up at Hillsborough this season? And we want a straight answer.
Both decent goal scorers, aren't they? That's fair. That's fair to say. Yeah, Jamie's a well-documented Wednesday fan, isn't he? And I think the owner's been out there talking about how much we admire Jamie, what we think of Jamie. I think there's a dream that it would be wonderful for Jamie to end his career at his boyhood club. Whether that happens or not, it's a real challenge. It's a real challenge.
Are you trying to make it happen? Are you trying to make it happen at the moment?
I think we'd like to. I think there are challenges out there, the real stumbling blocks that we have to get through as a football club, based on a range of things coming out of administration into new core, and this new version of Sheffield Wednesday causes us some challenges. One thing I can be really definitive about is we wouldn't be signing Billy Sharp. That's for sure. Yeah.
You know he threw that at you out of devilment. You know that. I've got to tell you, though, at the watch party, he was very popular with the Wednesday fans because, I don't know if you've spent time here, but at Legends at the weekend, the biggest crowd there were QPR and Sheffield Wednesday. You're so well supported as a club over here.
We're fortunate. We're not just strong regionally and nationally, but internationally as well. As I said, if we get this right, this club's like a rocket ship, and it will take off. And I think in the States as well, there's a bit of a unique opportunity. We laugh in the offices quite a bit about how Sheffield Wednesday is arguably the most American of football teams, given its name, Sheffield Wednesday, and it probably has the most unique football name out there. Given we're called Sheffield, we're the only Wednesday in the world. So one step at a time. Listen, we'll compete this year in League One. We'll do. We'll be competitive on and off the pitch, and then with football, nothing's linear, nothing's straightforward. But we'll build sensibly, and we'll build this club back up to where it deserves to be.
Very quickly, before Claudia thanks you and says goodbye, Claudia, do you know why they're called Sheffield Wednesday?
Oh, they would play their games on Wednesdays?
That's right, in the 1800s.
I was like, maybe
because they had the workers.
Too simple.
The workers had the afternoon off on a Wednesday, so they're able to play.
Oh, fun little fact there for you, David. Real quick before I do let you go, since you did work in MLS, Geoff did pick New England Revolution as his MLS team to support. Was that a good decision on his part? What do you think?
Love the guys at the Revs. Great team. One of the OGs. Good choice, Geoff. Solid choice. Well done.
Thanks, pal, and all the best for tonight.
Thanks, guys. Good stuff. Take care.
Thanks for watching this video from Morning Footy. For all news and insights regarding leagues around the world like EFL, Serie, and all UEFA competitions, both men's and women's, don't forget to sign up for Paramount+.